What's going on, guys? I'm going to give you a tour of my new place in Mexico City, and then we're going to talk a little bit about tinnitus, because obviously that's why we're all here. Tinnitus. We're not here to talk about my life unless it involves how I silence my tinnitus. So if anyone lives in Mexico or you're around Mexico or wherever, come see my painting. It's very nice. I didn't do it, I lied. It came with the house. Yeah. Spare room. No, you can't stay in the spare room, sorry. It's my luggage. What's going on? That's me there. Shower, spare shower. Interesting stuff, I know, not tinnitus related at all. A bed which is just too small for my feet. I am pretty tall, so that'll be fun. And then me again, you can see how I'm not going to fit into that bed. And I can't focus my camera, that's good. But yeah, so I'm going to break down a video in a second of ADE on, there's a kitchen too, ADE and laundry. He made a YouTube video talking about me and my system, so I think it was a great video. It was really honest. I'm going to break it down, yeah, and then I'm going to do some laundry after that, because that's really fun, and that's what I do for fun. I've got a blender too, so I can make some smoothies, and it came with eggs, so I can have some raw eggs with the enzymes, which is cool. So let's get down to it. Alright, so now I'm going to talk briefly about a couple of things that ADE touched on in his video, which are absolutely right. And I think the first thing that really stood out to me was the way that he spoke about getting overwhelmed by so many people wanting the information now. They want it now, they want it immediately. And it comes with a territory. I'm putting myself out there on YouTube, I'm saying, do this will silence your tinnitus. And people are like, okay, well, let's see it. And they're stressed out, they're in pain, they want the solution now, they want it immediately. And once again, it's just me. So you see my website, my emails, and all my 2 YouTube channels and all my videos, and I'm traveling and doing this documentary and editing everything and responding to people and handling my life as well. Remember, I still have a life. And then I have to respond to people's emails as well. And I get a lot of people who, if I don't respond quickly enough, just like ADE said, if I don't respond quickly enough, or I don't respond, precisely with some people will say, hey Liam, I've seen your YouTube channel and I just had a few quick questions. And they'll give me their whole fucking life story, 10 questions, like 1, da-da-da-da-da, 2, da-da-da-da-da. Like, what do you expect me to do? Like, most of the questions are on the YouTube channel. If you go through my 2 YouTube channels, get my free ebook, click below this video, get my free ebook. It's there, it's all there. And my Instagram as well, which is Liam_stops_tinnitus. If you can truly go through that and read it all, and even take notes, because there's a lot of information there, then you really you won't be upset when I don't respond the way. And the other thing is, people, if I don't respond in enough time, people get angry. And then I'm never ever rude to anybody, because I understand the frustration and all that sort of stuff. So I always respond with a nice comment like, oh, I never apologize, because it's not on me, it's on them. I say, oh, hey, yeah, blah, 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 here's the answer you want. And they'll always say, they're like, sorry, I just got a bit overwhelmed. And I get that, so that's fine. But have a think about what you're doing before you send an angry email, because you're talking to the person who's trying to help you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. I have blocked people before, and I'll do it again. I'm sure ADE has too. It's easy, it's like this. And then you can never talk to me again. It's as simple as that. So think about what you're doing. I took some notes here as well. The Dotty Juice is a great name. So that's an absolutely fantastic name. Okay, now dead hair cells too. Pete asked this question, and ADE said he covered that too. So I wanted to say something here and apologize to everybody. I used to say that dry fasting and fasting will repair the dead hair cells. But now I know that you can't do that. But here's the thing. You can still get hearing loss from old age, and you can get it from noise trauma. So if I have Marines who they get hit by I think it's called an IUD or a roadside bomb or whatever it is, or gunfire or grenade, and they'll lose half their hearing in one ear. And I'm pretty sure that's irreparable, so you can't fix that. But they also get tinnitus. But here's the crazy thing. those people come to me, they follow my advice, they follow the food, they do the fasting, and their tinnitus goes away, or it goes away significantly, and then they're still working on it. So part of them getting tinnitus in the first place is getting, obviously the nerves get wrecked, the hair cells get broken, they lose hearing loss. Sometimes their hearing even gets back a little bit, which is interesting. But here's why I used to say that I believe you can repair the cochlear hair cells in the ear, which is a little shell that actually picks up the frequencies of the noise. So I had noise trauma from drums. Sorry, I had noise trauma tinnitus from drums. So it was sound induced, obviously. And the doctor said to me, well, you've played drums for all this time. And I had sensitive hearing too, I had hyperacusis, so I was like, it's got to be the hearing, the noise. And the doctor said to me, you've got noise-induced tinnitus. You've broken these cochlear hair cells, which are microscopic, so it's not like you can put the camera in my ear and see that I've done that. You've broken the cochlear hair cells, Liam, so you can't fix them, they're broken for life, and the brain doesn't like the gaps, so it fills in the gaps with the and I had mine was like kill myself bad. Like, and I, thought about it for a while, but then I thought, fucking, I was 21 at the time. I was like, I'm not going to fucking do that. I got my whole life ahead of me. My life was awesome. So I didn't do that. And then I started following my advice, and my tinnitus started going down. So naturally, I thought, based on what the doctors said to me, that I was obviously repairing my hair cells. Because why wouldn't I think that? So I started telling people that's what was happening. What was really happening was there's a whole, Dr. Mao talks about this, but any sort of mechanical noise, like there's a fan behind you, the aircon whirring, listening to this video right now through the speakers in your computer or your phone or your headphones. And also I had a bad diet at the time. I was drinking a lot because I was a teenager and older when I was doing this. A bunch of other stuff too, debauchery, I think it's called. And that you can actually get, lots of musicians come to me and they say, Liam, my tinnitus is going down when I follow your advice, but I play every weekend live. And they wear earplugs, and they're professional earplugs where you can literally turn it up and down and turn the decibels down, and cut at the highs and the lows, and they're wide in. And it's really low, so it's never going to do damage. But the problem is, they say to me, Liam, my tinnitus spikes every time I play live music, but I really have the volume down. Now, this is because when you have mechanical foreign noises that aren't man-made, you spike your cortisol, and the cortisol causes inflammation, which is what I believe happened to me from the drums. Okay, obviously my nerves were inflamed because of the constant bombardment. They were overworked. The brain was overworked. I was doing damage to my brain through bad food. And so part of it was noise trauma, but I didn't have cochlear hair cell damage because I don't have any hearing loss. I went to the doctors and they said, you have a bit, this is what the doctors say, you've got a little bit of hearing loss right here, and that's where the tinnitus starts. So obviously because you're missing the spectrum, the tinnitus is filling it in. No, that's wrong. When you do the test on your ears, obviously you're not going to be able to hear the fucking ring because your tinnitus is covering it. Right? Now, here's the other thing. If you look at the statistics in the USA, you'll see that about 48 million people have hearing loss and about 50 million people have tinnitus. So you would naturally think there's obviously a correlation there, right? But once again, I'd like to see the data behind those tests and see if it really was like, oh yeah, you're missing this little spectrum and you've got high frequency hearing loss and that's where your tinnitus is. Well, is it really hearing loss? Do you really have hearing loss? Or is it just that you can't hear the beeps because of that, because your tinnitus is covering it? That would make more sense to me, because when people get rid of their tinnitus, their hearing is fine. I've had people who take my recommended supplement of iodine, selenium, Lugol's iodine, and salt and all that sort of stuff, and their hearing gets better. I've even had some very prominent YouTubers say, oh my God, my hearing is better because I did a long fast, because you're fixing the brain, you're replacing the neurons and the nerves, and you're fixing everything, okay? So I apologize to everybody about maybe making you go, what the hell? Hearing cells can be fixed. I don't think you can fix your hearing cells. I don't think it works like that. But I do think you can get irreparable damage from extremely loud noise. Okay, and I don't have any hearing loss. I got my hearing loss tested multiple times by multiple audiologists, and it was always a little bit of hearing loss where the tinnitus was, and my tinnitus was bad. So apologies, Pete. Yeah, so meditation. I do think meditation is useful, but here's the application. Here's how I apply it. It's going to be very hard to get rid of your tinnitus. No fucking around here. It's not easy. You're going to have to change your life for a little bit of time. Now, granted, you can go back to your life after you've gotten rid of your tinnitus, but you're going to have to cut out all the foods you like. All those like marketing, it's like you see an ad on a website, and it's like, how to lose 35 pounds without cutting out the food you like. It's got a photo of pizza. That's ridiculous. That makes no... I mean, you can do that if you eat within a 1 hour eating window every day, and it's possible people do that. There are people who do that on the internet. But you're looking at some serious inflammation, some serious toxic problems. You're looking at some brain problems. You're probably going to get Alzheimer's if you just eat that shit. I mean, it's not going to be good. But meditation, so what I was saying was meditation is, I use it as a way to focus. So the meditation I do is mindfulness meditation. And you just breathe in, and I think the word in and out, and I think the word out, and then my focus will wander, and then I go, oh no, back to here. I won't get angry, I go, oh, back to the breathing. And that's to get laser focus, because when you're following this, you're going to have people say you're wrong, you're stupid, you're going to be like, oh, should I look online? No. I have a lot of people who say, all right, Liam, I'm going to do your advice, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to start tomorrow, and then next day they'll email me and say, hey Liam, have you seen this? And it's like, fuck, just follow the one thing. Just choose one thing. Do Julian's thing, do my thing, take ADE's advice. Do any fucking thing. I don't give a shit, do anything. Just focus on one thing. One thing. That's all you can do. And this is the same in business as well. I have a friend who's doing business at the moment, and he's doing a couple of things, and so he's not excelling in one thing. But he could be a lot longer on his goals already if he just focused on one thing. Same with fitness. This is why I think that gym is, when you go to the gym, you change up the days. One day you do the top, whatever, I'm not a gym person, but you do like chest and tris and back, whatever it is, and the next day you do legs. You don't just do a little bit of everything. You hone in on one thing at a time. And that's how I preach the use of meditation. It should be applied in that manner. So iPhones and EMF, it is a big problem. In my interview with Jim McCarty, he talks about how we're just getting fried, our brains are getting dried out, and it's causing tinnitus, basically. It can cause, there are many, Darren Schmidt spoke about a case where, this will be in a documentary too, he had this woman come in, and she had just got a smart meter put into her house, which everyone in the USA is getting now. It's completely ridiculous. And they go, this woman had tinnitus, it kicked in like, shh, with the hissing. He went to Darren gave her a special supplement for her brain, and the tinnitus went away. Whenever she runs out of the supplement, though, the hissing comes back, which is not good. You shouldn't have to supplement it, you know what I mean? She should take a hammer to the fucking smart meter and get rid of it. Okay, so yeah, this whole starvation, you're worried it's a starvation thing. It's not starvation, it's completely ridiculous. People can go days, that's just an excuse as far as we're saying, that's just a big excuse. Do your own research on fasting. People who dry fast for a long time. I had somebody dry fast for 188 hours. 188 hours. Now, I didn't tell this person to do that, but that's insane. But their attitude, their focus is just I'm getting rid of it. And the tinnitus is basically gone now, so I'm getting rid of it. So I don't advocate anyone just goes, okay, well, I'm going to start right now. You've got to prepare for it, you've got to get ready for it. But starvation, come on. That's just such an excuse. You can look up any documentary. Take 2 seconds to look up a documentary. There's a documentary called Fasting on Amazon Prime. I recommend everyone here watches that movie. It's about the fasting and how it helps and water fast. It doesn't go into dry fasting, but it goes into water fasting. But you got to do your own research as well. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, but still make sure you pay attention to your mind and you're not making up excuses to not follow the advice. I've had multiple people contact me and say, hey Liam, what if I can't do the fasting? And say, okay, so why can't you do it? But what if I just can't do it? No, but what is it? No, what if I just can't do it? I don't respond. And they respond and say, hey, I was kind of making up excuses. I just was scared about it. Do your own research, look into it, and it's one of the best ways to get rid of tinnitus, as far as I'm concerned. Grouped in with some other things as well. I think I had one more thing here. Oops. My swearing. Who gives a fuck? Is that really what you want to focus on? Is that really what you care about? Me saying fuck, or cunt, or shit, or anything like that. Who cares? Who cares? It's just me. It's just me talking. I don't have any. Your doctor can't swear, let alone even give you. If you look at the standard of care, your doctor's not allowed to basically fix you. Do you know who Jennifer Daniels is? Jennifer Daniels is a doctor who got put in the fucking terrorist watch list because she stopped. Doctors have to prescribe a certain amount of pharmaceuticals to their patients, otherwise they get serious shit from their hospitals. Same as police officers, they have to fine a certain amount of people and meet their quota. It's exactly the same thing. It's all fucking money. Who cares if I say fuck? It's better than me telling you to take drugs. Is it not? Give me a fucking break. If you're offended by that, you've got some serious stress problems in your life. You've got to fix your brain, you've got to fix your attitude. My dad said the same thing, and I was I was dating this girl, I saw this girl one night in Texas, and she was saying this, dang girl, it was just one night, but she was telling me that she was saying the same thing that I've been thinking, which is men are starting to act like women and women are starting to act like men, and no one's fucking happy. The woman doesn't want to be the man in the relationship, and the man, I can sum it up in a perfect summary for you. The problem with, and this is total tangent, this is just something I'm interested in, and this is a big part of unhappiness in a person is the relationships in their life. Everyone's looking for leadership. That's the problem. And so men shouldn't be doing it. They should be the leaders, I think, anyway. And so I'll sum it up in this perfect example, like a perfect little package. So I see it all the time, and it makes me want to shoot myself in the dick, honestly, because he may as well do the same thing because he's not getting any. But I'll be sitting in a cafe working or a restaurant, and a guy and a girl will walk in. I don't know whether it's a boyfriend or a first date or whatever it is, or even friends or whatever. And they'll walk in, and the guy will go, oh, so, and the hostess will come up and go, table for two, and like the girl will look at the guy, and the girl will go, oh, yeah, okay. The girl's like, I guess I'll, and then the hostess says, where would you like to sit? And the guy goes, I don't know, where do you want to sit? To the girl, it's like, oh, fuck. Like everyone is looking, everyone's just looking for answers, and I feel the problem, and that kind of wraps up with tinnitus. But the thing is, it's like a trade-off. You have to look for answers, but you also got to be your own leader. And lots of people, they look at me and they think, I'm not going to do Liam's advice until it's perfectly proven, every single scientific method ever is perfectly established and there's irrefutable evidence, and then I'll put my time in it. I mean, that to me shows that you're never going to do it. Even if I got a room of 10 people and you were in the room and it was 10 people including you, and I fixed everybody else, you'd be like, I want to see the evidence. I'd be like, they're fixed. Nah, want to see the evidence. I mean, that is really what it's like. And you're just scared as well. I've had these people talk to me online, and I see it. I see the sort of brain sickness, and they'll lash out and get really angry when I'm just, because they're upset because I'm not getting angry, but they lash out. I always say the same thing to these people. I say, look, they always like, prove the science. They're like, prove the science behind it. I'm like, here's what I've got so far. I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm like, look, you've got tinnitus. How about I help you for free? Just hit me up here. And they always go, fuck you, and then they delete their comment. And then they try and be all I always see them while they always try to use big words. It's just, you're not helping anyone. Like, what are you doing? Like, just go back to tinnitustalk.com and go hang out there, okay? Because that's where you belong. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to end it there. Thanks very much, ADE, for that video you made. It's awesome. I just saw it for the first time yesterday. And yeah, if you want that free ebook and you, look, I'm still going to answer questions and stuff like that, but the more precise, the more likely that you're going to get, an answer. If you say, hey Liam, how long should I be fasting for? Well, Jesus Christ, just do it. Don't overthink it, just do it. Do it for as long as you can. Speak to your doctor, obviously, before, and just follow the advice on my YouTube channel. That's really, and you want the more condensed, better version, go to my website. Go to liamstopstinnitus.com/free ebook. I'll put it down below, and you can go start there. And you'll get more emails from that, and you'll learn more and do more. And then you can be one of the people on my Instagram who's getting rid of their tinnitus. Somebody the other day woke up in complete silence. Liam_stops_tinnitus.com. Go check it out. Sorry, Liam_stops_tinnitus, the Instagram page. Just go and have a look. Just do your own research, and really do your research into doctors. That's the most important thing. Do your research into doctors, and you'll see really how you're getting fucked. You're just getting fucked, okay? But I have to say this, speak to your doctor before you follow any of my advice, and you really should do that, because maybe you have a situation, because I don't know you personally, okay? Anyway, this is Liam. Talk soon.